Hi, my name is Denise Lonis, and I want to thank you for joining me for another issue of the Zebra Report. In this issue, we are going to discuss the time management myth. We're going to talk about our new service, the Instant Image Gallery. Want to find out where in the world is Denise Lonis? And finally, we're going to ask Denise, that's me, a question that we've received from one of our readers. Well, let's talk about the time management myth. You know, this is something that I'm very, very passionate about because I feel that by far the toughest ball that most real estate agents have to juggle when running their own business is time. How do they use it properly, freeing up more of it, not wasting it? The solution to this challenge eludes many real estate agents. In real estate, there are so many things we have to do, and we're burdened with the fact that there are just no set hours. This is not a Monday through Friday career, 9 to 5, weekend work. We are working all the time in real estate. How do you juggle it all? Our work schedule is fluid, which can be both a blessing and a curse. While we don't have to be at a desk every morning at 8:30, we do have to deal with the client who calls at 8:30 at night, just as we're about to sit down for dinner, and says, you know what, I really need you to show me this home right now. When you run your business, you need to pay particular attention to time. Time is your friend if you treat it right. If you don't, time becomes your arch enemy. To help you, here is my number one rule for time management. Rule number one, there is no such thing as time management in real estate. Well, I know some people might say, Denise, that just doesn't make sense. Of course there's time management. Well, actually there's not. Seriously, you cannot manage something that's unmanageable. However, what you can manage instead of time is tasks. Tasks always come first. In order to get your tasks done, you need to be organized. And when I say organized, I mean very organized. A big component of this is putting together your to-do list and checking things off as you go. For me, my personal solution to organizing my tasks is what I call the hour of power. This is an hour of time that I set aside every day to work in my business. I could not run my business or my life without my hour of power. It is what keeps me on track. During this hour, what I do is I shut off my telephone. I do not answer anybody knocking on my door, anybody, with important little messages that they're waving at me. That's my time. I do not look at emails. I don't respond to text messages. I am completely closed off from the world for that hour. That is my time. The reason I do that is I need that time to ensure that my tasks get completed. Most agents let the interruptions of the day stop them from working on the projects that they need to get done. It gets to the point for most agents where they begin to believe that they have a procrastination problem. Well, it's not a procrastination problem as much as it is a task management problem. Agents don't realize that they have to learn how to say no to every interruption that comes their way. They have to insulate themselves. They need these short bursts of time in order to get these tasks done. To master your time in this business, you've got to learn to master your tasks. This is as simple as it is for me as setting aside this hour of day, 5 days a week. I don't do it on the weekends, but every day during the week I do my hour of power. This is your time. It's nobody else's time. Use it to get caught up, to complete projects, to plan, and to do everything you've been putting off. Now what I'd like to do is give you some of my rules to help make sure that your hour of power is yours and yours alone, and that it's your protected time. Number one, do not look at your email. If you do, you're going to get sidetracked, and before you know it, you're responding to a ton of people and not getting your tasks done. I recommend that you don't even open up your email during the hour of power. Number two, only work on your project list and the things you haven't finished. Don't work on anything to do with the client who called you last night at 10 o'clock wanting to sell their house. Don't start doing their research. The hour of power is not client time. It's your time. It is for dealing with all the things that you're not getting finished in your business, the projects, the to-dos that are going undone. Client-sensitive issues get completed during client hours, which is all the hours in the rest of the day. The hour of power, though, is your hour. No clients allowed, no people allowed, no interruptions allowed. Number three, no interruptions. No kids, no animals, no coworkers. Make sure you're in a place where you will not be interrupted. If your office has a lock, use it. Put a sign on the door that says, I'm unavailable until X number of time. Thank you for respecting my time. It's really important that you get that sign ready because people will want to interrupt you. It's human nature. When people see the door closed and you're behind it and you're busy, they want to know what you're doing. Number 4, do not deviate from this plan. If you regularly practice your hour of power each and every day, you're going to see a huge difference in your business. In fact, I believe you'll experience it the very first week that you implement it. The hour of power is very, very powerful. There's nothing like a clear focus on getting your task done for 60 minutes every single day. This is going to energize you and put excitement back into your business because you're going to get rid of the stress that sits on your shoulder, knocking at your door, just driving you crazy because these things aren't getting done. Number 5, actually keep track of what you accomplished during your hour of power. You're going to eventually see that the projects you're working on, the ones that seem like they were monumental tasks, are actually getting done faster than you could have ever imagined. By keeping track of what you get done, checking off each item as it's completed, you will feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the week. Sometimes tasks that appear large in our minds aren't so large in real life once we start putting some effort and focus into getting them completed. This is exactly what the hour of power allows us to do. Number 6, break huge projects into smaller pieces. If you're having a hard time with any project, cut it into smaller bits, smaller pieces, smaller segments, one for every hour of power. This keeps the project from feeling overwhelmed, and it also helps you to keep the project moving along. It allows you to have these small successes along the way as you complete each segment. You know, I've been telling agents for years, stop trying to manage your time. It can't be done. Stop knocking your head against the wall. Instead, learn to manage your tasks. And remember, the best way to manage your tasks is to set aside 1 hour a day, every single day, for your hour of power. Please start using this technique today. I think you're going to find when you do, you're going to have a much better handle on your projects, and your business is going to be re-energized, and you are going to be enthusiastic. Okay, let's talk now a little bit about our instant image gallery. I'm very excited to talk about this because we've just added some new designs. You know, over the years, I know that you've no doubt seen all these amazing brands that we've created for other agents, and maybe you've been thinking about developing a brand of your own, but maybe it wasn't the right time for you. Well, now is the right time because we're really excited to announce the enhancement of our instant image portfolio. This dynamic new portfolio has so many new designs in it. We're so excited, and we can get you started at a very affordable rate. So please just give our office a call, 360-527-8904. Okay, where in the world is Denise Lonis? Well, upcoming on September 23rd, I will be teaching a class, Making Money with Today's Technology, for the Whidbey Island Association of Realtors. Also, do not forget to come visit me September 28th and 29th. I will be teaching The Power of 3. That's my new latest and greatest class. I'm so excited about it. And I will be teaching that at the Windermere Symposium at McCall Hall in Seattle. I really would love to see you there. Finally, ask Denise. Denise, why do I have to make my own marketing materials? Why isn't my company material enough? Well, I have to tell you, there's just so much competition out there. Your company has hundreds, maybe thousands of agents all receiving the same materials. They then turn around and give those materials to their clients. You know, today's consumer does not want the same thing. They want something different and something special. You have to stand out. What branding and marketing is all about is about putting a visual to what you believe in, to what your business is about. You've got to have your own marketing. You need to let people know how much better it is to work with you rather than the competition. Every successful business has its brand. You need to market with a very strong brand. You have to differentiate. Now, I want to thank you for joining me for this week's Zebra Report, and I look forward to meeting you again next week.